my name is Dylan Bauer, and this is my project for Mrs. Libb's World History class for Florida Virtual School. My interviewee today is Jermaine Bauer, who is my stepmom. Hello, Jermaine.
Hi, Dylan.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Question 1. Was your migration internal or external?
Well, I would say that it was external from out of the state. I'm originally from Texas, and I got my first big job in the state of Florida, so I had to move to Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
And why did you move?
I moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida because I had an opportunity for a job right out of college. I graduated from St. Edward's University in Austin, Texas, and was granted a really unique position in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, a state I had never lived in my life.
Oh, sounds rather interesting.
Yeah, it was. It was very interesting. It was a lot of fun.
Cool. Question 2. From where did you move?
I moved from Austin, Texas to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, specifically to Pompano Beach, Florida, which was very, very nice.
Sounds like a very beautiful town.
It is very beautiful.
Question number 3. What do you remember most about the location?
What I remember most about Fort Lauderdale and Pompano Beach being a suburb of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, was how green everything was in the city. Florida is a very different state compared to Texas. You know, me living all my life in the state of Texas and having to go to a different state to see tropical palm trees and different birds and different smells, and the atmosphere was really just it was very serene for me. I had never experienced that before. Being a young person, it was almost like a culture shock because I had never seen some of that. Without a doubt, seeing the beach, the ocean for the very first time in my life was fascinating.
Oh wow, you never saw the ocean until you got to Florida?
I've never seen the ocean in my life until I got to Florida outside of college.
Wow.
Yes. I was pretty sheltered.
It's interesting.
Thank you.
Question number 4. When did you leave, and why did you leave?
I graduated from the St. Edward's University in 1995, and I was awarded the position shortly after I graduated, so I want to say, I think it was the first of the year in 1996 that I went on ahead and accepted the position, and I was very, very fortunate that that particular company paid for my move. So they went on ahead and paid for the entire process for me to ship my belongings, including my car, to the state of Florida, into Fort Lauderdale, and then Pompano Beach.
Wow, that's generous.
They were very, very generous people and very, very considerate for a young, small-town college girl like myself.
Good.
Thank you. Yeah, I was very lucky, very fortunate.
Question number 5.
Okay.
Where did you move to, and why did you end up there?
Well, I specifically had to choose Pompano Beach, Florida, because it was next to the corporate headquarters with the company that I was working with. And I did have a lot of choices, particularly the ones on the beach. However, I could not afford them at the time. I had to be real particular about my budget, being a young person in the corporate world for the first time, not making a whole lot of money. That was a huge eye-opening experience, because now I was starting to understand how it all works, paying rent, groceries, and whatnot. So Pompano Beach was literally 5 minutes away from the corporate office.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds very
It
convenient.
was good on the gas.
That's always good. Gas is expensive.
Yes, yes.
Question number 6. What was it like to make the move? Was it difficult or exciting?
You know, Dylan, it was very exciting. I have always prided myself on, being the type of person that's open up to change and just loving new adventures. So when I was given the opportunity, after having interviewed, being flown there to interview and flown back to Texas, and then understanding that I got the position, it was very exciting, because this was something that I had never done before. I had never, hired a moving truck. I had never packed my belongings. So it was a lot of adult situations coming on at a very, fast-paced time.
At a very
early age, but I was ready for it, and it was a really good experience.
Great.
Thank you.
Question number 8. Have you returned to your previous hometown? If so, what was it like? What changes was there?
My previous hometown is San Angelo, Texas, and if you want to compare that to, like, let's say Pompano Beach, Florida, there's really no comparison. San Angelo is my hometown, and I love it, and I will always be a Texan girl. I do return to my hometown quite often, and it's still a very good, down-to-earth, great place to raise your kids. Just a lovely place. Been back to Fort Lauderdale a few years ago, and a lot has changed in that city. It's probably a little bit more fast-paced than it was when I was there.
Wow.
Yeah, lots of changes.
Question number 8. Do you have any advice for people making a big move?
Sure. I think that, you definitely want to talk to your parents about it. I was in college, and I was still very close to my family as I am now, and even though you're considered an adult when you're in college, you still want to, mull that over with your mom and dad, or someone who's your guardian, or someone that you look up to, because it's a really big responsibility. And once you move that far away from your family, and you don't have any family, then it gets a little bit more scary, because you may not have, that particular safety net.
Because you might not,
Yeah.
you're moving to a city where you really don't know anybody,
Absolutely.
and where in your old town you pretty much knew almost everybody.
Absolutely. So you really have to grow up really fast. So I would say just give it a lot of good thought and make sure you're financially able, and that you have at least a 3-month cushion should something happen.
Of money?
Of money, yes.
Good. Some great advice there.
Thank you.
Question number 9. How many times have you moved in your life?
Oh my goodness. Well, with me liking change so much and going through the process of, just being, working for myself, I would say probably about 10 times in my lifetime. I'm starting to slow
10?
down, yeah.
Jeez,
And I'm not even in the military.
You would think you're in the military. Question number 10. Do you regret moving at all?
No, I don't. Every move has made me the person that I am today. It's really great to see different cultures and spend time with different people with different thought patterns, and just everything about how this beautiful country is. Just a big mixture of different thoughts and views.
Wow. Good.
Thank you.
Question number 11. If there's one thing you miss from your old hometown, what would it be?
Well, from my old hometown, let's see, I think I would probably miss the good old Southern cooking. And of course, I miss my family. I've got a lot of family there. And I would say if I had to miss something from Pompano Beach, Florida, hands down the beach.
Fitting, because
Yeah.
In Frisco, Texas, there really isn't any beaches.
There is
there.
no beach, no.
No beaches.
Or a lake.
Not for many hours, at least.
Right.
And the final question today. Do you still talk to friends that live in your old location, your hometown?
Yes, both places. In my hometown, I still have several old high school buddies that are still there, raising kids in a family. And in Pompano Beach, Florida, I have just a few friends, maybe 2 or 3, that are still there in the Fort Lauderdale area. And yes, I do still speak to them, and they're all doing very well.
Great. Great for them.
Yeah, very good. Very happy for them all.
I appreciate you spending your time with me today.
You're welcome, Dylan.
Thank you very
It's
much.
my pleasure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Miss Libs, for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day.